Today, the National Park Service is waiving all entrance fees. There are more than 400 national park sites across the country, with Big Bend and Guadalupe Mountains being one here in Texas. This is the last chance for free admission this year.
And Six Flags offering free admissions for veterans and active military today and tomorrow. This deal includes free parking. Up to 4 friends and family members can also get in for $20.
SeaWorld also offering free admission for veterans, active military, and 3 dependents through their Waves of Honor celebration this Veterans Day weekend. The event includes a daily flag ceremony, a hero's salute from the orcas, and a personalized flag in their field. Veterans can also claim a 2024 military pass before Monday that grants free and unlimited trips from now until December 31st of the next year.
A special thank you to our director this morning, Robert Flowers, for serving in the military. Thank you, Robert. He's making us look good on TV right now. Yeah, we are expecting a pretty nice day today. It is going to be cool. It is going to be cloudy, 1 or 2 showers, but the rain really moves in tomorrow. So let's talk about that first bullet point here across the forecast. Cool today with 1 or 2 showers. Let's go into your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Cloudy out there right now, 56 degrees, 57 at 8, 60 at 10. It's going to stay fairly cloudy this morning. 1 or 2 sprinkles possible, but a few peaks of sunshine too. Around noon will be mostly cloudy and 62. High temperature is going to be 65, right around 3 or 4. And it's later on today that we start to see rain chances come up just ever so slightly. 20% chance later on this afternoon for an isolated shower. Here's a look at neighborhood highs. Our average high temperature this time of year is 73. We're going to be some 10 degrees cooler than that in many places. 62 in Kerrville, 62 in Canyon Lake. Del Rio, you'll be at 64, 64 in Cotulla, 62 in Beeville, 64 in Pleasanton, 62 in Gonzales, and 66 in Hondo. Okay, that next bullet point. Rainy tomorrow afternoon through Monday. We expect steady, light to moderate rain starting tomorrow afternoon. And here's a look at the weather setup. 1 or 2 isolated showers in Maverick County right now, but really the main shield of rain is down in the Rio Grande Valley there. You can see some moderate rain there. But as we look in the upper levels of the atmosphere, a low pressure system, a trough of low right over Baja California, is going to pull this rain that's currently working its way through the Rio Grande Valley and pull it up into San Antonio and south central Texas. So let me take you through the futurecast. This is a look at early tomorrow morning. 1 or 2 isolated showers early tomorrow morning. It is not until the afternoon that we start to see that rain get pulled up from the south. And so starting tomorrow afternoon, light to moderate, steady rain, no thunder, no lightning. We really honestly just expect a shield of rain to be moving through starting tomorrow afternoon, picking up even more in the evening hours tomorrow with heavier rain south of San Antonio. You can see the heavier rain from Cotulla to Beeville out to Victoria, but generally all of us are going to be able to see some good light to moderate rain, which will last through at least the morning commute on Monday, potentially even longer than the morning commute on Monday, but the morning commute on Monday could be a little messy. So this is your early warning to plan ahead for early Monday morning. Now, even though the rain is going to put a damper on tomorrow afternoon and outdoor weather plans tomorrow, we do need the rain desperately. Take a look at the drought monitor. We've got exceptional drought in this bullseye through central and west Bexar County into Medina County. Otherwise, we've got extreme drought all throughout San Antonio up toward Austin. And this area from Beeville to Victoria, that's the area that's expected to get the most amount of rain and is in extreme drought. So even though weather plans are going to be, outdoor plans are going to be impacted by the weather tomorrow, we desperately need the rain. That brings us to our next bullet point. It's going to stay cloudy until Tuesday. We're really not going to see much sunshine and warmer temperatures until Tuesday. Here's a look at your weekend forecast put all together. 65 today, just an isolated shower. In the 50s all day tomorrow, all day Monday because of that continuing rain. But we will finally start to see the sun by Tuesday. Temperatures will rebound back into the 70s by Wednesday. So you'll enjoy the sweater weather for a little bit longer. Coming up in the next half hour, we're going to talk more specifics about how much rain we could see in and around San Antonio.
And we still very much need it.
Absolutely, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Time now, just about 6:16, 55 degrees.
Before we head to break, let's take another look at your KSAT Connect pictures. Again, thank you to all of our veterans and those currently serving. If you'd like to submit your photos, just head to KSAT Connect section on our website, ksat.com. We'll be right back.
All right, it is that time of year again. San Antonio Police Department collecting new shoes or socks for their Share the Shoes campaign. Donations accepted at any of the 7 SAPD substations through December 12th. Every donation will be given to a child in need of new shoes through the organization in Zapatos.
Last year's donations boosted their supply significantly, but the need is, of course, always there. They're looking for shoes and socks, size 9 toddler to 5 adult. And another request is for shoes for whiter feet. So again, if you'd like to donate for this great cause, you can do so through December 12th at any SAPD substation. We have all this information, of course, on our website, ksat.com.
It really is an amazing effort, and you get to see the kids. For so many of us, look, we take what we have for granted, and for so many in our community, they don't have shoes. So any donation really does make such a difference in so many kids' lives.
And you return to the classroom with brand new shoes in January, you just feel so confident and good.
The coolest kid in the class.
Right.
All right, speaking of the coolest kids in the class, let's see. No Shave November is underway. We are here at KSAT. We have a team. I think this is year number 4 or 5 coming in, growing out our beards for a good cause. We are raising money for 12 cancer foundations. Look, we know times are tough for so many families, but if you can donate even just $5, scan the QR code on your screen, learn more about the causes. Look, last year we were able to raise more than $30,000 and benefit cancer research, treatment, prevention, helping so many families who need assistance.
Last year, that $30,000 second place in the country, and it was up until the last day that we were in first place for raising the most in the country, but some big corporation, of course, made a big donation to another team. Anyways, but you guys look great.
Yeah.
I like this look on you, Max.
Yeah, she says on camera, but seriously, if you're out there and you can donate, we have all the information. Just head to ksat.com. It really does make a difference for so many families. Time now, 6:21, 55 degrees.
Today on Texas Eats, watch for your chance to win 2 tickets to Germany. This is a big deal. And a $500 gift card plus David Elder.
Are we eligible for this?
I don't think so. I don't think KSAT employees qualify. It's too bad. Hey, but David Elder, he's getting in the Wurstfest spirit as we enter the last weekend of Wurstfest with the German sweets from Pritzer's Sweet Shop in Fredericksburg.
There's a wide variety of sweets available. One of the most popular treats is their peanut butter oatmeal cookie sandwich. Get this, dipped in chocolate. You have all that peanut butter cream right in the middle, just loaded up with flavor, all that thick chocolate on the outside as well, and then that tender cookie. You know this has got to be one of the best bites you're going to try here in Fredericksburg. Here we go. This is extremely decadent. Over the top, very shareable bite. You have some of that slight peanut butter flavor that just pops right through, and it really balances well with the chocolate and the texture of the cookie. It is extreme. If you love peanut butter, this is the bite that you have to try.
I do love peanut butter.
Yeah, you're a peanut butter and chocolate guy.
Yeah, Reese's, the
I know.
best. Okay, so he's in Fredericksburg, love Fredericksburg. What a lot of people don't know is Christmas time, Fredericksburg is gorgeous.
Oh, it's just like a quaint little snow globe village. It's beautiful.
No, it really is.
It feels like a Hallmark movie.
It does, and so there's 2 big factors that I know that we're starting to get closer and closer to the holidays. One, the girlfriend is always playing Christmas music now. Yeah.
Have y'all put up your decorations inside?
No. Have you?
No, but my neighbors across the street and next door.
Okay.
Christmas decorations. I still have my skeletons in the rose bushes. I have a lot of ketchup on.
They're fake skeletons. For the record.
yeah, by the way.
For any investigators
Scary, scary.
Not real. But the Riverwalk is already starting to put up lights.
We need to get on it. Yeah.
All right, time now, just about 6:27, 55 degrees.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, welcome back. happy weekend. Today is Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day out there to everyone who has served. And thank you so much for everyone who is serving, and of course, the families who support you. We know there are so many events in and around San Antonio and so many local businesses and organizations giving out great freebies through the weekend.
Yeah, I was at the San Antonio Zoo yesterday talking to people, a lot of them there for that military discount for Veterans Day weekend.
Absolutely. So Sarah Spivey, is the weather going to hold up at least through today?
Yeah, it will today. I mean, I think there's a small 20% chance for a stray shower, but generally it's going to be cloudy and cool today. Take a look at your Veterans Day forecast. Again, thank you so much, veterans, for serving. We are going to be looking at a cloudy and cool start to the day. It's 55 degrees outside right now. By 10, it'll be 60. In the afternoon, 65, only a 20% chance for an isolated shower. And we may even be able to see a few peaks of sun today. It really isn't until tomorrow that we start to see the rain really move in to San Antonio. So here's a look at the weekend forecast in total. 65 today, a shower possible. And then tomorrow, rain becomes widespread by the afternoon. And that rain will pretty much last through a good chunk of Monday as well. Really not seeing sun until Tuesday. So there's a lot to talk about, including potential rainfall amounts and how that may help out our drought situation. I'll have the forecast for you in a few minutes. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. A Medina County judge has been reprimanded by the state for harassing a female staffer through text message. Records obtained by KSAT Investigates show Precinct 3 Justice of the Peace Clyde Bubba House was ordered to go through sexual harassment training last month. Those records show House texted a female employee, quote, "Sometimes I have naughty thoughts about you," end quote. The woman, who KSAT is not identifying, filed a complaint with the county HR that same day. When confronted about the text by HR and an assistant district attorney, House told them it was, quote, "the way she dresses." House now has to go through 5 hours of training in areas of sexual harassment and being courteous towards people while in his official capacity. And our KSAT Investigates team did call House this week to get a comment from him. He did not respond. We'll keep you updated on this story on air and online.
Well, Governor Greg Abbott signing a bill banning COVID-19 vaccine mandates by private employers into law. So Senate Bill 7 passed by Texas lawmakers over the third special session. One of the only issues actually on the special session that ended up getting addressed and getting passed. So here's the rule. Private employers can no longer require employees and contractors to be vaccinated against COVID as a condition of their employment. Now, the law also gives way to the Texas Workforce Commission to even investigate employee complaints of employers discriminating against them for not being vaccinated.
13 constitutional amendments passed this week after the election in Texas. For farmers, Proposition 1, or what some are calling the right to farm, is at the top of their mind. So Proposition 1 is the constitutional amendment protecting the right to engage in farming, ranching, timber protection, horticultural, and wildlife management. State agencies will now have to provide, quote, "clear and convincing evidence that additional regulations are needed to protect the public from potential dangers." Supporters say this is a step for securing food sources across Texas, while opponents say it could hurt small farms.
We need some protections for agriculture, the folks that are still producing that food and fiber, so that they can continue to do it.
And small farmers are often neighbors of huge operations. And so if we give blank checks to large operations to harm their communities, first of all, they're harming their communities.
This is just one of the 13 constitutional amendments that passed. For a breakdown, head over to our website, ksat.com.
A national survey shows more than 3 million veterans around our country experienced a form of mental illness in 2021.
As we observe Veterans Day today, health experts say you can honor those who have served by supporting them.
That's right. CNN's Mandy Gaither has several ways to help veterans and help their mental health.
In and out of the uniform, U.S. military servicemen and women can face unique mental health struggles, and many veterans don't get the help they need, says clinical psychologist Craig Bryant with Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center.
They kind of feel, I can do this on my own. I don't want anybody to help me, and I don't want to bother other people.
Having a support system can help, Brian says, to reach out to veterans you know, checking in on a regular basis, invite them to engage in social activities, exercise with them, or do a hobby together.
All of these things increase their sense of connection and has also been shown to elevate positive mood and psychological well-being.
Brian says to also watch out for red flags. There could be a mental health concern if a veteran experiences severe behavior changes, sleep disruption like an inability to fall and stay asleep, or if there are concerning verbalizations like, I can't take this anymore.
We often find that veterans will not necessarily say out loud that they're having thoughts about suicide. They may have these other sort of coded statements that would indicate that things aren't going really well.
Brian says it's also important to let veterans know there is help for them.
Our advances in psychological treatments have been very profound over the past few decades, and that many of those conditions that we were talking about before that often affect veterans, there are actually now really good treatments that are remarkably successful for addressing those issues.
For Health Minute, I'm Andy Gaither.
Veterans in San Antonio seeking a degree at Northwest Vista College will soon have a new place on campus that focuses on transitioning back into civilian life after serving. Right now, the campus's new Veteran Center is under construction. It's designed to give an outdoor-indoor experience, also has a dog park where veterans can take their service animals. The college's president says that they took input from their student veterans to come up with a layout specialized to help veterans accomplish their goals. Two of the school's veterans, well, they tell us they like what they see so far.
When you're surrounded by other veterans like they will be here pretty soon, it's going to give them a better environment and a better attitude to actually come to school and finish school.
We've got a lot of people that come out of the military that have served and want to continue to serve this community, and I think that's important, and the first step is transition.
And it'll give them a place a little bit away from the hubbub of the campus where if they need a break, this is a place for them to come.
So the state-of-the-art facility will replace the Desert Willow Veterans Center as the go-to place for our local veterans to learn about access to resources and, of course, more of the resources for veterans and their families.
Oh, I love this story we're about to show you guys. The number of World War II veterans, it dwindles daily, yet there are those like Lupe Suarez of New Braunfels, still a very lively 100 years old. Suarez fought in two of the war's bloodiest battles in Europe.
So KSAT's Jesse Deguero tells us how this Purple Heart veteran will honor all of those today.
In his 20s when he left New Braunfels and went to war, and now a decorated veteran at the age of 100, Lupe Suarez is the Grand Marshal of the Veterans Day Parade in his hometown.
What do you think about being in the parade?
I don't think much.
His family says that's just who he is. Take it from his grandson, Joseph Nunes.
He deserves accolades even though he doesn't want any of them.
Rosalba Shero says for a time, her father didn't even want the disability benefits he'd earned.
No, I didn't. No, I had to do what I had to do.
Suarez had been in the second wave to hit the sands of Normandy.
There were bodies already floating right by us, but I was a lucky one.
Until his knee was badly wounded in the Battle of the Bulge. After passing out in the snow, Suarez felt the barrel of a gun poking at him. But before he opened his eyes,
It kept saying, please be a GI, please be a GI, please be a GI.
Thankfully, it was. For his sacrifice, Suarez earned a Purple Heart. He proudly shares by giving out Purple Heart pins every chance he gets. Other than that,
I don't give it any thought. It's drilled into my mind.
Having somehow survived D-Day and the Battle of the Bulge, Lupe Suarez was walking down this very street when he had a homecoming he's never forgotten. His mother and father were stunned to see their son in uniform on crutches coming towards them.
Mama, that's my Lupe.
A migrant farm worker, retired shop foreman, and former city councilman, Suarez is taking being the parade grand marshal in stride. Still, he admits.
It's probably a privilege for my family.
In New Braunfels, Jesse Degollado, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, sir, so much for your service. And happening today in celebration of Veterans Day from noon to 8 p.m. at Hemisphere, there'll be an event honoring veterans who have served in the armed forces. This is a free event at Hemisphere's newly opened Civic Park to include live music, food, and vendors. And if you haven't been to their new Civic Park, I was able to walk through it from Wurstfest. It's beautiful.
It's so cool. I had been there a few weeks ago since it's reopened. Amazing. I mean, revitalized, reinvigorated.
I was like, is this downtown San Antonio?
What's happened? No, seriously, if you have time today, head out there for the parade. It should be quite an event. Time now, 6:40, 55 degrees.
As we head to break, we wanted to say thank you to all of our veterans and then also those who are currently serving. If you'd like to submit your photos, just head to KSAT Connect section on our website, ksat.com. We'll be right back.
Morning, welcome back. We're going to take a live look out at the Alamo City.
Beautiful.
Look at that. See, I'm a huge fan of the clocks coming back. We can get the sunrise earlier.
A lot of people don't like it because it gets dark early. They're like, have you seen that meme that's like, it's ruining my life?
Yes, but as someone who goes to sleep at like 5 to 6 p.m.
I know,
we're
love it. We're a little biased, right? Because our day starts about 4 hours earlier than everybody else's day. And hey, you know, today is going to be fairly cloudy. It's going to be cool, but I don't think there's going to be a ton of issues with rain. Not until tomorrow, though. So it is Veterans Day. A lot of events happening around town for Veterans Day today. Go out and enjoy your day. Just bring that jacket with you. 56 degrees outside right now, 55 at JBSA Randolph, 57 Stinson, 57 in Hondo. Good morning in Kerrville, where it's 53 degrees, 56 in New Braunfels. You can see that it is fairly cloudy. Let's get down to your forecast for the day today. Here's your KSAT 12-hour forecast. Cloudy this morning, 60 degrees by 10. We will see a few peaks of sunshine today, but highs are going to be limited into the mid-60s. 65 degrees for the high. Yesterday we stayed in the 50s, so it is going to be a little bit warmer than yesterday, but still on the cool side. And later on tonight, we're going to see rain chances come up slightly, only a stray shower possible in the later afternoon. Here's a look at neighborhood highs. 62 in Bernie, 66 in Hondo. It'll be 64 in Floresville, 64 in Pleasanton, 62 in Seguin, 64 in New Braunfels, 64 Lost Maples area, and 64 in Uvalde. Temperatures running some 10 degrees cooler than seasonably average. So let's talk about rain chances. Overnight tonight, a few isolated showers are possible. But tomorrow night, and Monday, we are going to have a good chance for widespread rain. Now, that widespread rain really won't move in until tomorrow afternoon, but still, this is a very good chance for light rain, light to moderate rain. No thunderstorms expected. So we don't expect any thunder or lightning, but this will just be that good maintenance rain that helps to alleviate some of the drought conditions. So let's talk about our weather setup. As we look out there right now, a couple of isolated showers in Maverick County. Really, the main area of rain across Texas is in the Rio Grande Valley. That's where we're seeing some of that more moderate rainfall. Now, this low pressure system out in Baja California is actually going to help to lift this rain, which is occurring in Brownsville area and the Rio Grande Valley. It's going to help to lift it further to the north into San Antonio in our viewing area. So let me take you through the future cast here. This is a look at early tomorrow morning. 1 or 2 isolated showers possible in the morning tomorrow. It is not until the afternoon that we start to see that rain lift in from the south and become more widespread. This is a screen grab after about noon, and you can see that the rain will start to become more widespread. That'll continue throughout the evening on Sunday as well, with the heaviest amounts falling south of San Antonio, but everybody going to be getting in on some rain tomorrow, starting in the afternoon through the overnight hours and into the morning commute on Monday. So this is your warning now to prepare for a longer morning commute on Monday, because as you know, in San Antonio, even when there's a little bit of rain, we start to see higher traffic. So Monday morning, I do still expect some lingering rainfall. How much rain are we talking? Well, around San Antonio, 1 to 2 inches of rain through Tuesday is a safe bet. So 1 to 2 inches of rain, pockets of higher amounts and pockets of lower amounts too, but generally 1 to 2. Up in the hill country, about half an inch temperature a little bit more. And the real bullseye for rain is going to be well south of San Antonio, from Victoria to Beeville down to Laredo, where over 3 inches of rain is expected from tomorrow through early on Tuesday. And when you put it all together in the forecast, this is what it looks like. Again, today, relatively quiet and cool, 65 degrees. Tomorrow and Monday, our temperatures are going to stay in the 50s because, again, that rain is going to pick up in the afternoon tomorrow and continue through at least the first part of Monday. So, again, temperatures in the 50s. It isn't until Tuesday that we actually see some sun, and temperatures will rebound into the 70s for highs on Wednesday and Thursday. So if you're a fan of the cooler, rainy weather, you've got the next few days to enjoy. And if you're a fan of the warmer weather and some sunshine, you got the second half of the week to enjoy. So a little bit of a mixed bag for us when it comes to the weather. We'll continue to keep you posted. We've got a radar right on the KSAT Weather Authority app. You can go on that and download that for free.
Sarah, you and I had plans to go to Wurstfest tomorrow. We're still debating if it's going to...
It will be rainy in the afternoon when we want to go. But the thing is, we'll see if we're up for braving the rain. We'll see.
Those potato pancakes might be worth it.
They might be worth it. Or I like the pork chop on the stick. It's so good.
We might have to just go.
We might have to. It should be fun.
Yeah, either way, it's going to be fun. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Time now, 6:49, 55 degrees.
Just ahead, we're looking at a pet disease that's affecting our community. What a San Antonio vet is saying about Chagas and how to spot it in your pets. Plus, we'll take a look at how animal shelters around Military City, USA are celebrating Veterans Day.
And speaking of Veterans Day, we know there are so many amazing events in and around San Antonio. Look at that, a lot of people already hitting the roads, maybe headed to Hemisphere. If you are out and about, drive safely, be smart. If anything pops up on the roads, we'll keep you posted.
An important reminder this morning for pet owners and Chagas disease. It's potentially life-threatening illness caused by parasites.
So, although Chagas is more commonly associated with humans, it can also affect our beloved pets.
KSAT producer MJ Einach sat down with the San Antonio veterinarian to discuss the symptoms, testing, and treatment.
It's probably one of the most serious diseases that we have here. Number two, it's everywhere.
And nobody is immune. Dr. Roy Madigan is not only a medical director, but the principal scientist for the Canine Chagas treatment study at Lackland Air Force Base. He says even people that spray their yards and get their pets groomed can still be affected. And he says most of the cases he sees are asymptomatic, but there are signs to look out for.
When we look for disease, when we have Chagas disease in dogs, we always do further testing because we need to assess things. And the majority of dogs, 95% of dogs, we can find something wrong. And it's usually in the form of an arrhythmia, which is an abnormal heartbeat, laying around, sleeping more, weakness, certainly things like collapse, coughing, anything, breathing wise, those are going to be some ideas for you.
He stresses that while humans can't get Chagas from their pet, those nearby bugs can bite anything. He says nearly 300,000 people in the U.S. are infected, and many don't know it.
If your dog tests positive, you as a human being need to get tested.
And early detection is key. And while testing could take almost 7 days for results, labs are currently working to release a test next year that vets can run in-house and get results in 15 minutes.
The treatment, while it's 100% effective, the duration is fairly long, okay? It's a 1-year treatment, okay? And yes, it does get tedious. I've got 3 of my own dogs. My entire pack has Chagas disease. And guess what happens in December? We're done. We're done with treatment. So, and yes, it's like prison, 1 day at a time, right? So we're excited, but we do know that at 12 months, every dog gets better. The majority of dogs, 99% of them, we're gonna be able to help them out and give them a good life again.
And Dr. Madigan encourages owners to pressure their vet to run those tests and to always keep in contact. MJ Einach, KSAT 12 News.
For a full breakdown of what the kissing bugs look like, plus a more in-depth view into treatment and testing, just head to KSAT.com. You're going to find a link to the website. So much information. You're also going to find data between testing and the percentage of infected.
In honor of Veterans Day, San Antonio Humane Society is partnering with Rover.com for their Pets for Vets special. From now till the end of the month, the Humane Society is offering waived fees For the first 16 dogs that are adopted by a veteran, adopters will also receive free merch from Rover. All pets come spayed or neutered, microchipped, and vaccinated. So if you're interested, their shelter is located on Loop 410 and Fredericksburg Road next to CVS. And San Antonio Pets Alive is waiving all adoption fees for dogs and puppies for anyone who gives a monetary donation to any San Antonio Pets Alive location, as well as those in foster care. So all pets, of course, also come spayed, neutered, microchipped, and vaccinated. It's all part of their Red, White, and Wolf event happening this Veterans Day weekend. Tomorrow's the last day for this sale, so give a sweet pet a warm home for the holidays.
And San Antonio Pets Alive also in urgent need of dog and cat toys, dish sponges and fresheners, treats, AA batteries, newspaper, puppy pads, and laundry detergent. You can drop off all of these items at 2 locations any day of the week from noon to 6 p.m. Those locations, their rescue center off of 151 and Old Highway 90 West, behind the food bank, and of course the medical care center on Marbach Road. Time now, just about 6:57, 55 degrees.
We'll be right back with Sarah Spivey.
Cool today with a high of 65. The rain will largely stay away until tomorrow afternoon. And then once the rain starts on Sunday afternoon, it's really not going to stop until Monday. So temperatures are going to stay in the 50s on Sunday and Monday. We will finally see some sun on Tuesday, warming up too.
Okay, we'll be back at 8 o'clock.
See you guys at 8.
Well, today is Veterans Day, so throughout the show, we're going to be showing some pictures that you and family members have sent in of your veterans, remembering and saying thank you to all the veterans in and around our community.
We will also be giving you coverage of different events happening in San Antonio this morning for our veterans. So stay with us.
And of course, we're going to be checking in with Sarah Spivey, see how the weather's going to hold up. We know rain expected for tomorrow. What is it going to look like for Veterans Day? We're going to check in with her in just a few moments. For now, good morning. It is 8 o'clock. It is Saturday, November 11th. Thank you so much for starting your weekend with us. And we are starting, I tried to go patriotic today in honor of Veterans Day. Thank you for your Navy. But we are taking, when we did take a live look out there, the sun was up. I love the time shift. I'm going to be honest.
I love it too, Sarah. I know some people get upset it gets dark early. I love it.
Yeah, and like we talked about earlier, we're kind of biased because we get up earlier than a lot of people do. But today is going to be a good day for any kind of Veterans Day activities, parades, and the like. It will stay fairly cloudy and it will be cool, but the rain should hold off until tomorrow, at least in the big picture. So take a look outside right now. You can see cloudy at the airport. It's 56 degrees, definitely cool. You'll want the jacket all day long. Here's a look at your forecast for this Veterans Day. Around 10 will be at 60, 62 at noon. I do think we'll see a few peaks of sunshine today, but generally staying cool. 65 for the high and only a 20% chance for an isolated passing shower. It's going to be a bit breezy today. North winds at 10, gusting up to 20, and sunsets at 5:41 tonight. Now, tomorrow, we're really going to start to see our rain chances pick up. So in weather headlines, this is what I want you to remember. Cool today with maybe 1 or 2 showers. Tomorrow, it'll start to be rainy, especially in the afternoon, and that rain could last through Monday. We'll talk a little bit about where the heaviest of the rain will fall and how that may impact the drought. And then finally, sunshine returns on Tuesday. So we've got a long ways to wait until we see abundant sunshine returning in the forecast. All of these details and more coming up in a few minutes. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. So we know so many events going on in and around San Antonio for Veterans Day. So if you are headed out this weekend, there are some important closures, especially on the northwest side. You're going to really need to be aware of. Parts of 1604 closed for construction again this weekend.
It's going to be a headache. The closure in both directions goes until Sunday afternoon. So the eastbound lanes will basically be closed from La Cantera to Bitters Road and west from Northwest Military to Lock Hill Selma.
So there is a lot to know. RJ Marquez and photojournalist Adam Barraza taking a drive yesterday afternoon, showing our viewers how long the drive is with all these closures.
It's a bit of a hot mess.
Finishing and tearing it up all over again.
It's annoying. 1604. It is very bad.
We've heard a lot about this Loop 1604 North expansion project. Obviously, for people that live in this area, it's been a major pain in the neck. These are the eastbound lanes here that are going to be closed basically from La Cantera Parkway all the way to Bitters Road. So we are already 4.5 minutes in to our trip.
I got friends that live over here, so every time I'm trying to come over here, it's taking forever to get here. It's affecting our business, and we have had a lot of people walk away.
When we did this earlier, just on the highway, it took us 6 minutes to get from La Cantera to Bitters Road. We're going to be delayed because we have another stoplight. So we've now made it to Vance Jackson.
We just keep growing and growing, and the infrastructure has been able to keep up.
If you want to get 30 minutes down the road, you typically need like an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes.
Still have not gotten to Bitters Road, and we're looking at now more than 13 minutes that we've been on the frontage road.
It's just taking forever. That's the most annoying thing. It's taking.
We have made it to Bitters Road, and it took us all of about 16 minutes total to make it up here from La Cantera Parkway. And big surprise, we got another red light.
You have to plan another 10 or 15 minutes into your day, but in the long run, hopefully by this time next year, my commute will be that much quicker.
These closures are expected to stay in place here on 1604 until Sunday around 5 o'clock unless construction crews get done a little bit quicker. Now, KSAT tells us some good news here that they will not have any of these closures during the Thanksgiving holiday and also limit these during Christmas. But still, it's going to be tough traffic troubles for a lot of people in this area. Reporting from the Northwest Side, RJ Marquez, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, RJ. An important follow-up to tell you about a string of dog attacks in our area. It's impacting adoption. So the Converse Animal Shelter says they've noticed American Staffordshire Terriers, also known as pit bulls. They're getting overlooked in the adoption department. Now, ACS says the breed is tied to several dog attacks on Wednesday. Remember, police say 2 dogs attacked a man on the west side. He was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
A deer hunter in central Texas discovered human remains as they were hunting in a wooded area. That's according to the Burnett County Sheriff's Office. The discovery was made on November 4th. Officials say the remains seem to have been there for several months or possibly years. In a statement released by the Sheriff's Office, the remains have been preliminarily identified and next of kin have been notified, so there were no signs of foul play. The cause of death is still pending.
A Brackenridge High School student in custody this morning after a weapon was found in their vehicle on school campus. The principal sending parents a letter saying an anonymous tip was received from the school's hotline that the student had a weapon in their car. Administrators and school police able to find it and secure it, with that student later then detained. Still unclear what the motive was for bringing that weapon onto campus, whether they'll be facing criminal charges.
Governor Greg Abbott has signed a bill banning COVID-19 vaccine mandates by private employers into law. Senate Bill 7 was passed by Texas lawmakers over the 3rd special session, one of the only issues on the session's agenda that actually ended up being addressed. So private employers can no longer require employees and contractors to be vaccinated against COVID-19 as a condition of employment. The Texas law also gives way to the Texas Workforce Commission to investigate employee complaints of employers discriminating against them for not being vaccinated.
And this morning, thousands of people set to line up along Houston Street downtown for the annual Veterans Day Parade, one of the many events going on in and around Military City, USA. And we spoke with the core group of leaders who started organizing this parade back in the early 2000s. That first parade, they say, it only had a handful of people involved, and the crowd's attendance, mostly family of the organizers. They say the first parade, get this, it was almost canceled.
San Antonio weather, 32 degrees, it was sleeting, it was raining, it was very, very windy.
I'm proud to have served, and I'm proud to have been able to help and start the parade with Delia.
Thank you both for your service. If you want to learn more about the history of the Military City USA Parade, we have all that information. Head to KSAT.com. There's also information on this year's parade route. And of course, just one of the many events. Right. We know Hemisphere, they have a huge event going on this morning. We hope to have live coverage from the event as it starts kicking off through the morning, so stay with us on air and online as that starts to begin. But for now, time is just about 8:08, 56 degrees.
A new way of sending texts, emails, and more, all using artificial intelligence.
I'm out.
When you can get your hands on it, Max, that's after the break.
Do you even need hands anymore?
Oh my gosh. WWII.
I'm telling you. All right, taking a live look out of the Alamo City. The sun is up. Temps are down. I like this. 56 degrees to start the morning. What is the rest of the day going to look like? Sarah Spivey is in. We're going to check in with her in just a few moments.
Happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all of our veterans and active military for your service. We want to thank you for sending in your photos of your loved ones who served or are currently serving in the military. We'll be showing these photos throughout our morning, on air, online. If you want to submit a photo, just head over to our KSAT Connect section of our website. In your consumer headlines, a smartphone could soon become a thing of the past. 2 former Apple designers have unveiled an artificial intelligence pin that snaps onto your coat.
Yep. Have you seen this?
No.
It's actually crazy.
Okay, go ahead and I want to look at this. Go ahead, Matt.
Okay, so it allows users to make calls, text, even look up information by voice control. The tech by a company called Humane. Costs $700. Pre-orders begin next week. So it's not just texting, looking up. There's also kind of a hologram that sends off. So I saw in the promo video, people like held their hand out and it would send the images to their hand. So it like projected onto your hand. And then it also had a camera on it. So it was almost like a first person, like a GoPro perspective. You could post it to your social media. So it, to the point of the smartphone may be gone, I don't think that's going to happen.
You probably have to have a smartphone. It's like the iWatch.
Right, something like that.
Where like you can
it links
answer.
to it.
Right.
But it's something in a different direction.
Interesting. Okay, Amazon expanding its grocery delivery service to become more competitive. The company says customers will no longer need a Prime membership for Amazon Fresh Delivery or free pickup. The service will cost between $7 and $13 per delivery.
I gotta say, I was an Amazon Fresh person, but they instituted the delivery fee. I'm out.
I made a purchase last night. It was very expensive.
All right, so speaking of Amazon and Meta, the parent company of Facebook, teaming up to make impulse buys easier. Good. We'd love to see that. A new feature lets Instagram and Facebook users link their accounts to Amazon. This is
not
dangerous.
good.
So they can now buy items promoted on their feed without even exiting the social media apps. Meta says it's meant to create more seamless shopping. Of course it is. And with the holidays right around the corner, what could go wrong?
They just want our money.
It's always really interesting to see the amount people spend on gifts this time of year. Because it's always like an egregious number in my mind. It's like average of $800. And I'm like, how do they do that? And then when you can streamline this process, just buy things on Instagram.
That's how.
That's how.
I have fallen trap to the Instagram ad before.
Of course.
We're probably getting all kinds of ads just talking about it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Free money. Free money, please.
Stop.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, so today it's going to be cool, cloudy, 1 or 2 showers. But tomorrow is when the rain is really going to pick up. So Veterans Day activities should be okay. Good. I do not anticipate many issues out there. But yeah, cool today, 1 or 2 showers possible, mainly during the second part of the day. Tomorrow is when we'll see the rain. Let's start with today's forecast, though. Only a 10% chance during the first part of the day here for a stray shower. A few peaks of sunshine, too. By noon, we're going to be at 62 degrees. So it is going to be a cool day, but a little bit warmer than yesterday. Yesterday, we were in the 50s. Today, we'll be in the 60s. 65 right around 3-4 o'clock during our high temperature, and about a 20% chance for an isolated shower. We're going to have northeast winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, few gusts up to 20 possible, so breezy at times. Then becoming cloudy late tonight with a few isolated showers. Highs in your neighborhood, 66 in Hondo, 60 in Rock Springs. Kerrville, you'll be at 62, 64 in Del Rio, 64 Cotulla, 62 in Beeville, 62 in Gonzales. Temperatures running about 5 to 10 degrees cooler than the average. Let's talk about our next weather headline, though. Rainy tomorrow afternoon through Monday. This is looking like it's going to be some good soaking rain for us. No storms either. I don't want you to be worried about storms. And the flooding risk is relatively low, but decent light to moderate rain Sunday afternoon through Monday. And here's the reason why. Take a look at your screen. This is the weather setup. We've really only got a few isolated showers out in parts of Maverick counties Zavala County. The heaviest of the rain is in the Rio Grande Valley this morning. You can see a good amount of rain there. Well, to our west, we've got a trough of low pressure. This energy is going to be able to lift the rain, which is occurring in the RGV, and push it closer to San Antonio. Here's a look at the futurecast. This is early tomorrow morning, right around 6. Only a few isolated showers tomorrow morning. So we really don't expect the rain to pick up until the afternoon. That's when a shield of rain is going to be moving in, and that shield of rain is going to be with us throughout the evening on Sunday night into Monday for the commute on Monday morning. So this is your early warning that the commute on Monday morning will likely be pretty messy. Make sure to plan ahead and give yourself some extra time for that work and school commute early on Monday morning. Even though the rain is likely going to interrupt plans tomorrow in the outdoors, I'm thinking about Wurstfest, the last day of Wurstfest tomorrow. We need the rain. We desperately need the rain. We've got extreme drought throughout most of San Antonio, up to New Braunfels, the Hill Country, and Austin, and exceptional drought, the worst kind of drought, in the western part of Bexar County into Medina County. Yes, the rain is going to come during the weekend, but at least we're going to get some rain. And coming up in the next half hour, we'll talk a little bit more about rainfall totals and which areas have the chance for the highest amount of rainfall. Then our next weather headline is that the sunshine returns on Tuesday. We got to wait until Tuesday, though. It's going to be fairly cloudy today, a few peaks of sunshine, but with the rain moving in tomorrow afternoon, locked into the cloud cover, locked into the 50s. It's going to be a chilly day tomorrow and on Monday, but then by Tuesday, we do start to see some sun. Temperatures warming into the upper 70s by Friday. Hey guys, I do want to say happy birthday and happy Veterans Day to my grandpa John. 91 years fun today. And of course, he did serve in the Korean War. Happy birthday, Grandpa. I love you. I love that picture on the right. We reenacted American Gothic.
Y'all are amazing.
Yeah. He's in Iowa, and that's where the guy who painted American Gothic is from. And we got to reenact it. My grandpa's amazing. He has a wonderful sense of humor, good man, lots of grandkids, and love you, Grandpa. Hope you're enjoying yourself today.
Aw, happy birthday, Grandpa John.
Thank you.
And thank you for your service.
Yes. Time now, 8:18, 55 degrees.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back. All right, we are taking a live look out at Endeavor's Steps for Vets Tower Climb 5K. So the event celebrates Veterans Day and our local veterans. It's in collaboration with the San Antonio Veterans Day Celebration Parade happening in just a few hours.
So this 5K actually kicked off at 7 a.m., but you can still see people coming through the finish line there. And following this event, I know at Hemisphere they're going to have live music, you know, more live events and all kinds of fun throughout the day.
Okay, and you can see the clock there for the 5K. So those are the fast people coming through because there's only 22 minutes. If you're finishing a 5K in 22 minutes, it's pretty solid.
I thought it said 2 hours. No?
Oh, I don't think so.
We have to go back and look.
Yeah, we'll see that out. But no, seriously, there are so many amazing events in and around San Antonio. And if you haven't been to the new look Hemisphere, I can't tell you enough. Get out there, especially today. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey, but I can tell you tomorrow is going to look a little bit different than today.
Yeah.
All right, time now, 8:22, 56 degrees.
Today on Texas Eats, watch for your chance to win. Get this, 2 tickets to Frankfurt, Germany, and $500 gift card. Plus, David Elder gets into the Wurstfest spirit with a beer keg tapping at this year's Wurstfest in New Braunfels.
All right, and of course it is Veterans Day, so thank you to all of those who served. Thank you to your families who have been posting your pictures, honoring you today. We're going to be posting these pictures on air and online throughout today, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
He's from a little town called Shiner. And he works for the Spetzel Brewery. And he's only been there since the age of 17. Yeah, literally 17. Ladies and gentlemen, the legend, Jimmy Marek. Give it up for Jimmy. Tap that K. Tap that K. Tap that K. Tap that K. Here we go. The first gift of Wurstfest right here, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful Shiner Oktoberfest beer. While we start our Wurstfest. Sing it, sucky, sing it, sucky. Sing it, sucky, sing it, sucky. Help them out. Jimmy's pouring out.
So there are whispers of you and Sarah Spivey making an appearance at Wurstfest tomorrow.
That is a full-on, that felt like a frat party there.
Well,
We just need these vests. Look at these vests.
Okay, so is that confirmation? You guys are going to go help with the keg tomorrow?
You know, I'm really not a keg girl. I'm going more for the potato pancakes.
That's fair.
Yeah. If we're being honest, I'm going for the
food on the stick, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
Time now, 8:27, 55 degrees.
It is Veterans Day, and we are so grateful for our KSAT viewers for sharing their active military or veterans pictures with us. I love seeing like the really old ones, you know, from the Korean War, World War II. Love seeing these pictures. Thank you guys so much for sharing them. And of course, thank you to all of our veterans and active military for your service and everything that you do for our country. Keep sharing them with us, please. You can do so on KSAT Connect. You can find that on our website, ksat.com.
Morning, welcome back. Happy Veterans Day to not only all those who have served, all those who are serving, and of course the families who have supported them along the way. As we've been saying through the morning, you can submit pictures of your loved ones in their service attire. Just go to the KSAT Connect app. And of course, your grandfather.
Yes, my grandfather passed away in 2016, but he was in the U.S. Navy in the Korean War. And my mom, thank you, Mom, for texting me that photo. We'll show it on later today.
And Sarah Spivey got to show off her grandfather as well.
Yeah, way to go, Grandpa John. Korean War vet. Absolutely amazing. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look outside right now with satellite. You can see we've got some clouds out there this morning, and these clouds are going to be with us for most of the day. A few peaks of sunshine here and there, but generally keeping temperatures on the cool side. Yesterday we stayed in the 50s. Today I think we'll get in the 60s, but it is going to stay cool. 56 in San Antonio, 55 in Helotes, 54 in Bandera, 56 in New Braunfels, 58 in Hondo, and 58 at Stinson. Happy Veterans Day, everyone. Lots of activities going around Military City, USA, and temperatures today are going to be in the 60s, 65 degrees by about 4 o'clock, and there's a small 20% chance for a stray shower. Really, the biggest thing I want you to take away, though, from this weekend forecast is that rain becomes widespread tomorrow afternoon, and it will be cooler tomorrow as a result of that. Highs only in the 50s. That rain starts tomorrow afternoon and lasts through a good portion of Monday, bringing decent rainfall amounts. Coming up, we're going to look at how much rain will likely fall around San Antonio. I'll have that forecast for you in a few minutes. Max, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. As we've been saying, there are so many amazing events happening in and around San Antonio. This is the Steps for Vets Tower Climb 5K. It's happening right now. It started earlier this morning. We've been coming in and out, looking at what is going on over there. So a lot of people we saw earlier finishing the 5K. Again.
Okay, so it started at 7 this morning.
Okay.
The clock says 33 minutes. That's resetting every hour.
Okay, I was going to say maybe they started the 5K at 8.
So I think they started at 7, but they might have had different. Oh no, I think actually the event started at 7. The race started at 8.
That makes sense. Some more runners are coming. We're just getting this in right now, so wait for it. But look, there are events not only limited to just the 5K. We know Hemisphere is going to be hosting events through the day. Hey, look at that. Through the day. So if you don't have plans yet today, make sure to head out there. We know there's a parade going on as well. Again, this is the Steps for Vets Tower Climb 5K happening at Hemisphere Park. The new look Hemisphere.
I love that these runners have no clue they're on live television.
And you know, finishing strong. That's the important
I know, at least
part.
they look great.
Absolutely. All right, we have a lot of news to talk about this morning.
A Medina County judge must complete 5 hours of state-mandated sexual harassment training after sending an inappropriate text to a female staffer.
So records obtained by KSAT Investigates show Precinct 3 Justice of the Peace Clyde Bubba House was ordered to go through sexual harassment training last month after he texted a female employee, quote, "Sometimes I have naughty thoughts about you," end quote. Now, that woman then filed a complaint to the Medina County HR department the same day she received the text. When confronted about the message by HR and an assistant district attorney, well, House, the Justice of the Peace, he told them it was, quote, "the way she dresses," end quote. House did not respond when reached out for a comment on the incident earlier this week.
A heavier law enforcement presence was seen at Seguin High School yesterday after 2 teens were arrested for allegedly threatening the school in a video on social media. Seguin police say 18-year-old Isaiah Hyder and 19-year-old Franklin Napier were identified as the teens in the video, both now being charged with 1 count each making a terroristic threat. They were arrested Thursday night and booked into WWII County Jail. Law enforcement continues to encourage everyone that if you see something, say something.
Well, for months now, we've been telling you about San Antonio ISD's plan to close some of their schools. The district even held several public meetings about the potential closures, trying to get community impact, community voices heard. Students, parents, and teachers all voicing their concerns over this plan. Now, days before the district goes to vote on the final plan, they're announcing some changes. So take a look. Collins Garden, Pershing, Ogden, and Riverside Park elementary schools were originally planned to close down. That decision has been reversed. They will stay open. Ogden Elementary will also now share a campus with Rodriguez Montessori Elementary School, while Riverside Park will welcome students from Green Elementary School, which is set to be included in the district's closures. Now, that SAISD board meeting to decide the fate of those schools is set for 5:30 Monday evening. It's important to note this plan is an all or nothing deal. Now, the entire right-sizing plan has to be approved or the plan will fall through.
13 constitutional amendments passed this week after the election in Texas. So now the question becomes, what happens next? For farmers, Proposition 1, or what some are calling the right to farm, is top of mind. So Proposition 1 is a constitutional amendment protecting the right to engage in farming, ranching, timber protection, horticultural, and wildlife management. State agencies will now have to provide, quote, clear and convincing evidence that additional regulations are needed to protect the public from potential dangers. Supporters say this is a step for securing food sources across Texas, while opponents say it could hurt small farms.
We need some protections for agriculture, the folks that are still producing that food and fiber, so that they can continue to do it.
And small farmers are often neighbors of huge operations. And so if we give blank checks to large operations to harm their communities, first of all, they're harming their communities.
This is just one of the 13 constitutional amendments that passed earlier this week on Election Day. For a breakdown of what those propositions mean, just head over to KSAT.com.
Well, veterans in and around San Antonio seeking a degree at Northwest Vista College will soon have a new place on campus that focuses on their successful transition back into the civilian life. Right now, the campus's new Veterans Center, it's still under construction, but our cameras, well, we got a sneak peek at the new center designed to give an outdoor-indoor experience. Also has a dog park where veterans can take their service animals. The college's president says that they took specific input from their student veterans to come up with a all-inclusive layout and an environment to help veterans come together to help each one of them accomplish their post-military goals. 2 of the school's veterans, well, they tell us they like what they see.
When you're surrounded by other veterans like they will be here pretty soon, it's going to give them a better environment and a better attitude to actually come to school and finish school.
We've got a lot of people that come out of the military that have served and want to continue to serve this community, and I think that's important, and the first step is transition.
And it'll give them a place a little bit away from the hubbub of the campus where if they need a break, this is a place for them to come.
So the state-of-the-art facility will replace the Desert Willow Veterans Center as the go-to place for veterans to learn about access to resources geared for veterans and their families. Time now, 8:39, 56 degrees.
Taking a look outside with live cam. You know, those clouds kind of lingering today, and we are going to get some rain, especially tomorrow. Sarah Spivey will have our weekend forecast in just a bit.
And of course, we've been telling you it is Veterans Day, so a special thank you to all of those who have served, all those who are serving, and of course the families who support them along the way. We've been asking your families, locally especially, to send in photos of the loved ones who have served. We're going to be posting them on air and online throughout Veterans Day. Morning and welcome back. So, the biggest donation in 109 years to the San Antonio Zoo just announced this week, $10 million being donated by the Ralston Family Charitable Foundation.
I was there during this announcement yesterday. It's incredible. So how this money will help transform the zoo's entrance and the zoo's future gorilla exhibit, but more importantly, what this means to our community.
A $10 million donation will expand the zoo by more than 2 acres, creating the country's biggest gorilla habitat, an event center, and a new entry. This is all made possible by the Ralston Family Charitable Foundation. Shannon Ralston, the founder of the foundation, says this is all about families spending more time together.
I brought my own sons here when I was younger. They were much younger. And those were great memories. And I want to make sure future generations have that opportunity.
An opportunity to create memories, like zoo members who used to visit with their parents and now.
Cool to kind of see it full circle come back with my own kid. So he loves monkeys, so that's going to be really cool to see the gorillas. I mean, that was his favorite part of today, was seeing the monkeys. So I'm sure if he saw some gorillas, he would go crazy. But that's his monkey sound.
I'm so excited to see the gorillas because when I first started as a docent, we had 2 gorillas, but they were in the front of the zoo in a relatively small area. And to see what is planned for the future, I just hope I can stay around long enough to see it.
It gives children a sense of community when they see their city and then they see something new coming to them. It gives them a sense of belonging to their community.
The entrance to the zoo will be complete by December of this year. The gorilla habitat and that event center will be done by 2025. From the San Antonio Zoo, I'm Sarah Acosta, KSAT 12 News.
And look at that, you transported right back to the station.
And here I am.
It really is amazing, and to your point, the zoo is such a cornerstone of our community, and it's awesome to see what they're doing and really what it means for the future.
I know, it's like I'm proud of my zoo here in San Antonio. We're going to have the biggest gorilla, exhibit in the country once it's complete. That's awesome. You don't have to travel to like San Diego or the Bronx Zoo for something like that.
Absolutely, and we have a great partnership with Science with Sarah too. So the zoo, way to go, zoo. We love you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the authority radar because I do want to mention that there's some light rain occurring near Eagle Pass and Piedras Negras right now. You can see through Carrizo Springs, we've got some light rain as well. These are very, very light passing showers that are gradually moving to the north. Could be moving into Kinney County here or even near Uvalde. But generally, we're going to have a fairly dry day here in San Antonio. The biggest thing to know today is that you'll want that jacket throughout the day because it's going to stay cool. Cloudy outside right now. And temperatures are in the 50s. 56 in San Antonio, 56 in New Braunfels, 58 in Hondo, 51 in Los Maples, 58 in Pleasanton, and 54 in Kerrville. A few peaks of sunshine are possible today, but not until this afternoon. 62 degrees around noon and 65 for the high. Mostly cloudy and maybe a shower, kind of like what they're getting out there in Eagle Pass. Maybe a shower. An isolated shower possible today, 20% chance. And then tonight temperatures will fall into the 50s. If you have any Saturday night plans, maybe Saturday night football, or maybe you're heading out to a grill out or a barbecue for Veterans Day, know that it's going to get cool, and later tonight, closer to midnight, slightly higher rain chances. Otherwise, highs in the 60s, 62 in Bernie, 66 in Hondo, 64 Floresville and Pleasanton, 62 in Seguin, 64 in Nixon Smiley, 64 in Uvalde, and 62 in Comfort. Now, rain chances really pick up tomorrow, mainly in the afternoon. Through the night on Sunday and again on Monday. Widespread rain expected for us Sunday afternoon through Monday. This is going to be good rain, light to moderate rain, soaking rains that will not come with a risk for severe weather. No thunderstorms even possible really for us in the setup. And as we take a look at our weather setup, there's those showers south of us. You can see near Rio Grande Valley, near Brownsville, that's where we've got the heaviest of the rain right now. This is going to be lifted to the north by a low pressure system. And again, that low pressure really not getting to us until tomorrow. And so as we look at the futurecast, this is early tomorrow morning. A small chance for a few showers, 1 or 2 showers early tomorrow morning. It is not until the afternoon that we really start to see rain pick up. This is tomorrow around 1 p.m. You can see that more widespread rain is likely, and that will continue through the afternoon and into the overnight hours as well. On Monday morning, by the morning commute, we are going to have areas of rain out there. So this is your early warning that the Monday morning commute will be messy. Plan ahead for a little bit extra time on the roads because of the rainy conditions. How much rain are we expecting? Well, it looks like it's going to be a decent amount of rain around San Antonio tomorrow through Monday. 1 to 2 inches of rain around San Antonio, slightly less across the hill country, and the real bullseye for the rain, Victoria, Beeville, down to Corpus Christi and Laredo, 3+ inches of rainfall in those areas. Now, flooding risk is relatively low because, again, this is going to be light to moderate rain for an extended period of time, starting tomorrow night and lasting through Monday. Because of the rain tomorrow and Monday, our temperatures are only going to be in the 50s. It's going to be very chilly, kind of one of those days where maybe you want to make a soup or a chili. And coming up in the next half hour, I've actually got a recipe for a soup I want to share with you. It's Thai-inspired soup. I'll share with you that in just a bit. But otherwise, we're finally going to be seeing the sun on Tuesday. Temperatures climbing into the 70s. I've also just got the pollen count in, so I'll have that in the next 10 minutes for you.
Soup season.
Soup season, and I'll show you that recipe. It's a little spicy, but I like it.
I love soup season.
I know you do.
I know.
Soup girl.
I'm a soup girl. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you. Time now is just about 8:50, 55 degrees.
We'll be right back.
Good morning and welcome back. We are in the midst. We're in the thick of it. No Shave November is underway, and the team here at KSAT, we're growing out our facial hair for a good cause, raising money for 12 different cancer foundations, everything from kidney cancer to pediatric brain tumors. So if you can, we know times are tough for so many families in and around our area, please donate. Pull out the phone, scan the QR code on the screen, donate as little as $5. And all of this money that is raised goes to help families, goes to help for research, and goes to help for possible prevention.
That's right. And the men here at KSAT, they do such an incredible job of raising money. Last year, we were number 2 in the country, raised more than $30,000 to benefit cancer research, treatment, and prevention. Okay, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Oh.
Adam Barraza, he's one of our photographers here.
He did a great story with RJ yesterday on the traffic at 1604.
250. So it looks like everyone's pretty. Max, what's going on?
I know. Just the donations are not coming in this year as they have in past years, but it's still early. Hopefully people watching can help change that.
Can we get a close-up of Max?
Oh, we don't not.
So the viewers can see the beard.
I have been.
There it is.
Hello.
Look right into the camera, Max.
That's me.
Turn to your side. We see the profile. You do a great job of keeping it nice and clean.
You have to, because one of my big gripes is when people don't take care of the neck and then the neck beard gets all crazy. So we do keep it controlled here. But no, look, if you can donate, obviously, so many people I know, so many people you out there probably know have been impacted by cancer. So just to do a little thing, donate $5 that I know I've spent $5 on dumber things.
Yeah.
To actually make a difference in someone's life, it goes such a long way. And do so on my social media pages. Time now, 8:54, 55 degrees.
Sam's Club getting creative with advent calendars. After the break, what they are putting inside and for how much.
Morning, welcome back. So if you're looking for something special for that special someone, Sam's Club may be the place to check out.
So the warehouse retailer is selling one of the most dazzling options this holiday season, but it'll cost you a hefty price. Starting off with their new luxurious advent calendar filled with fine jewelry. Oh, mine only had chocolates growing up. So made from premium quality materials, including 14-karat gold.
All right, so the advent calendar comes in 2 versions, a 12-day calendar for, it's not cheap, $1,933, we like to be exact here. And the 25-day calendar, that is more than $3,000.
Wow. So if you have some, if you need to get on someone's good side.
I'm going to call Mr. Acosta and be like, you got to get Sarah the hookup this holiday season. All right, well, today is Veterans Day, and we want to take another live look out at the Endeavors Steps for Vets Tower Climb 5K, all in honor of those who have served or are serving in our armed forces. We want to thank you for your service, not only that you have served, you are serving, but of course those families who have supported you along the way. The race is being held in collaboration with San Antonio Veterans Day celebration happening just a few hours away. People throughout the morning have been crossing that finish line. We're going to check back in when more people finish. Oh, there's one right there.
Congratulations, sir. Hey, but before we go to break, we want to give a big shout out to our veterans. This is Enrique Perez. He was the Army World War II. That is Mateo Gambuza, World War II vet in the Army. And then this is my grandfather, Daniel Acosta, the Korean War. He was in the Navy. Thank you guys so much for your service and for our KSAT community sending in your pictures via KSAT Connect on KSAT.com. Please keep sending them in throughout the morning so we can honor all of our active military and our veterans.
Absolutely. Time now, 8:59, 55 degrees.
We'll be right back.
Good morning, welcome back. Happy weekend, and of course, it is November 11th. That means Happy Veterans Day. Thank you so much to everyone who has served, who is serving, and of course, got to give so much credit to the families who stood by them throughout the whole process.
We are Military City, USA, so thank you, everyone.
And of course, through the morning, we've been showing pictures that family members have been posting on our KSAT Connect app of their family members and loved ones serving. So you still have time. You got about an hour left. Of course, KSAT.com. So post those pictures. I know both Sarah Acosta and Sarah Spivey post some pictures of y'all's loved ones.
That's right. And you know what? Today is going to be an all right day for any kind of outdoor activities, Veterans Day activities. The thing is, it will stay cloudy and cool, but you won't have to worry about the pollen count. Take a look at the pollen count today. The only allergen out there is molds, and molds are low. Outside right now, cloudy and cool. It is 56 degrees outside, and temperature is only going to get into the low to mid 60s today. A few peaks of sunshine, but that's it. Around noon, we're going to be at 62 degrees, 4 p.m. 65, and a small 20% chance for an isolated shower. So really, your Veterans Day, just bring the jacket with you wherever you go. North winds gusting up to 20 miles per hour. We will be cool today with, again, 1 or 2 showers possible, but tomorrow, that's when the rain is going to move through, and it'll last through about Monday. And finally, though, we will see some sun on Tuesday. Coming up in the forecast, we're going to be talking about a timeline of when the rain will be its heaviest and how much rain you can expect, and will that help out the drought out there? Details in just a few minutes. Max, Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. Austin officials say an Austin police officer has died after a shooting this morning, marking the first time in a decade an Austin officer has been killed on a line of duty. So here's what we know so far. The shooting happened around 4:30 a.m. in South Austin. A second officer was also shot, taken to Del Seaton Medical Center. Mayor Kirk Watson said in a memo to the Austin City Council members this morning, the suspect was killed at the scene. It's unclear why the shooting happened in the first place. We'll keep you updated as we learn more information on air and online.
Of course, it is Veterans Day. A national survey shows more than 3 million veterans experience some sort of mental illness.
As we observe Veterans Day today, health experts say you can honor those who have served by supporting them.
That's right. CNN's Mandy Gaither has ways to help veterans and help their mental health.
In and out of the uniform, U.S. military servicemen and women can face unique mental health struggles, and many veterans don't get the help they need, says clinical psychologist Craig Bryan with Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center.
They kind of feel, I can do this on my own. I don't want anybody to help me, and I don't want to bother other people.
Having a support system can help, Bryan says, to reach out to veterans you know, checking in on a regular basis, invite them to engage in social activities, exercise with them, or do a hobby together.
All of these things increase their sense of connection and has also been shown to elevate positive mood and psychological well-being.
Bryan says to also watch out for red flags. There could be a mental health concern if a veteran experiences severe behavior changes, sleep disruption like an inability to fall and stay asleep, or if there are concerning verbalizations like, I can't take this anymore.
We often find that veterans will not necessarily say out loud that they're having thoughts about suicide. They may have these other sort of coded statements that would indicate that things aren't going really well.
Brian says it's also important to let veterans know there is help for them.
Our advances in psychological treatments have been very profound over the past few decades, and that many of those conditions that we were talking about before that often affect veterans, there are actually now really good treatments that are remarkably successful for addressing those issues.
For Health Minute, I'm Andy Gaither.
Veterans in San Antonio seeking a degree at Northwest Vista College will soon have a new place on campus that focuses on transitioning back into day-to-day life after serving. So right now, the campus's new Veterans Center is under construction. It's designed to give an outdoor-indoor experience. It also has a dog park where veterans can take their service dogs. The college's president says they took input from their student veterans to come up with a layout to help veterans accomplish their goals. And two of the school's veterans like what they see.
When you're surrounded by other veterans like they will be here pretty soon, it's going to give them a better environment and a better attitude to actually come to school and finish school.
We've got a lot of people that come out of the military that have served and want to continue to serve this community, and I think that's important, and the first step is transition.
And it'll give them a place a little bit away from the hubbub of the campus where if they need a break, this is a place for them to come.
The state-of-the-art facility will replace the Desert Willow Veterans Center as the go-to place for veterans to learn about access to resources geared for them and their families. And the number of World War II veterans dwindles daily, yet there are those like Lupus Suarez of New Braunfels.
Still a very lively 100-year-old veteran. Suarez fought in two of the war's bloodiest battles in Europe.
KSAT's Jesse Degollado tells us how the Purple Heart recipient will help honor all veterans today.
In his 20s when he left New Braunfels and went to war, and now a decorated veteran at the age of 100, Lupus Suarez is the Grand Marshal of the Veterans Day Parade in his hometown.
What do you think about being in the parade?
I don't think much.
His family says that's just who he is. Take it from his grandson, Joseph Nunes.
He deserves accolades even though he doesn't want any of them.
Rosalba Shero says for a time, her father didn't even want the disability benefits he'd earned.
No, I didn't. No, I had to do what I had to do.
Suarez had been in the second wave to hit the sands of Normandy.
There were bodies already floating right by us, but I was a lucky one.
Until his knee was badly wounded in the Battle of the Bulge. After passing out in the snow, Suarez felt the barrel of a gun poking at him. But before he opened his eyes,
it kept saying, please be a GI, please be a GI, please be a GI.
Thankfully, it was. For his sacrifice, Suarez earned a Purple Heart. He proudly shares by giving out Purple Heart pins every chance he gets. Other than that,
I don't give it any thought. It's drilled into my mind.
Having somehow survived D-Day and the Battle of the Bulge, Lupus Suarez was walking down this very street when he had a homecoming he's never forgotten. His mother and father were stunned to see their son in uniform on crutches coming towards them.
Mama, that's my Lupe.
A migrant farm worker, retired shop foreman, and former city councilman, Suarez is taking being the parade grand marshal in stride. Still, he admits,
it's probably a privilege for my family.
In New Braunfels, Jesse Degollado, KSAT 12 News.
And in honor of Veterans Day today, the National Park Service waiving all entrance fees. There are more than 400 national park sites across the country. Big Bend, Guadalupe Mountains being one right here in Texas. This is the last chance for free admission this year.
Six Flags offering free admission for veterans and active military today and tomorrow. This deal also includes free parking, and up to 4 friends and family members can get admission for $20.
SeaWorld also offering free admission for veterans, active military, and 3 dependents through their Waves of Honor celebration this Veterans Day weekend. This event includes a daily flag ceremony, a hero salute from the orcas, and a personalized flag in their field. Veterans can also claim a 2024 military pass before Monday. That grants free and unlimited trips from now until December 31st of next year. Time now, 9:10, 5 degrees.
Let's look at some more Veterans Day KSAT Connect pictures. Thank you, everyone who has sent theirs in. If you'd like to send yours, just head to KSAT Connect on our website. We'll be right back.